What about this one? Neil Murphy. Did Scott ever come close to leaving Celtic during his peak years at the club? There must have been interest from down south.
Neil, good question.
Thanks, Neil.
I had the opportunity to go to Newcastle and Spurs, and the one at Spurs was first or second year when I was at Celtic. I think I got Player of the Year, can't remember.
08 or 09 or something like that.
I mean, one of them. And Harry Redknapp.
He'd have been manager then.
Obviously, he was the manager at the time and spoke, and that they had the opportunity to go down, but nothing really properly came of it. Then the Newcastle one was full on and got an offer and everything. Then Lenny's got the job, and having that respect for Lenny and what he helped me when we were coming through and how good he was under Gordon as well. And I was never really wanted to go anywhere, but I had that kind of, if you can go down to England, you can go and play. And hindsight, it could have went down and played in England, it could have went really well, or it could have went another way. So you never really know. But as I say, I never look back and go, I wish I would have done that, because I really don't. I enjoyed my time, and I think I made the right decisions at the right time.
There was a moment, though, wasn't there?
There's a few moments.
I'm thinking of the
Tony Mowbray. Oh, shock! Yeah, I would have left. I think his assistant as well. No Vino. But at that time we weren't really great. Nobody was really enjoying the team and being part of it and stuff like that, and it was hard. And what's his name? I can't remember his first choice, but he came in the press and says that he would happily drive me down wherever he wanted.
Really?
And I was like, all right, aye. So
we've talked about this briefly earlier on. Why would he go out his way to do that? I mean, that just seems.
Initially, you were told, weren't you, before the Christmas period, that you should find yourself a new club in January?
So it was one of those ones I was like, right. When somebody says it to you, like, can I go home? You're like, did I go and find myself a new club, or did I just like stick down and go and
I'll be here longer than him.
And to be fair, I was longer than what he was. I missed the last part of obviously Tony being there, and due to injury and stuff like that, and it was one of those things. And he obviously wanted better players in at the time and thought he could get better players in, and we weren't on a good run, and they were going to play St Mirren, and I think I was 4 weeks with injury and stuff like that, so they went a few games and got beat. And then that was
that not the 4-0 game?
Yeah.
And did you not play right back or something? You play right back?
No, Aidan played left back. I was injured. I was watching it in the house going,
oh, were you?
Then the next day, so I went to go in, and I got a speeding ticket. So I ended up pulled to court, and I didn't even know what was happening. So I was at court doing, obviously, I wasn't speeding. I was doing 71 mile an hour at the time. So ends up cameras and all that starts running at me. I'm going, it's not that bad. And like, Tony got sacked. What do you say? And I'm like, I'm off ski. I was like straight out of there early doors.
But the weirdest thing, right? And you talk about moments of fate and, you know, how divine intervention, whatever. Tony Mowbray tells you in December, you're out. The story comes out, I think I might have written the story.
Another one.
A few weeks later. Aye, but remember Celtic they got you to put out a statement, forced you to sign a statement basically saying the story wasn't true. And then, on the back of all that, when you come back, Kilmarnock away, it was Robbie Keane's first game.
Yeah.
That was when you get the armband, and it was almost as if like, just that story wasn't right.
I think they offered Robbie the armband. And I think, to be fair on Robbie was like, look, I'm here alone. He was like, I didn't really
that's quite right, isn't he?
Take the armband. So I think I was like, when you look at it at that time, probably most Celtic fans and even the staff at the club at the time were thinking, we can't have Scotty being captain because he doesn't know what the hell's happening with him and who he is half the time. So I get that side of it and all that. And
but that's the moment that changes everything.
It changed like me as well, as I think as a person, because you start to get that responsibility for like, now you've got to go, like, you're leading these, you've got to go into a team. Like,